I was gonna do this video about forgiving yourself. It's gonna be an incredible book that I'm writing. But anyway, it's about forgiving yourself. So I started to write healing. So this video is gonna be about healing. I believe this video is finding someone who, everyone's going through their own healing journey, whether you realize it or not. Everyone is healing. Like, our bodies continue to heal, obviously, to recover. Our cells divide, we age, etc., etc. So we're always going in this process. Even the seasons are showing us that, like, we reflect nature a lot. Healing is having a clear mind, grounded in the perception of a situation, like a memory without negative energy. Healing is when you realize, when you reflect on the past, everything that you need to heal from, or everything that you were a part of, all of, if it's been arguments, fighting, frustration, when you heal, you can look back on it and you can recognize it's maturity, and you can tell yourself, it's because I wasn't breathing. I wasn't emotionally intelligent. And when you're able to forgive yourself, that's healing, right? You're forgiving yourself. And you're able to stand into the precipice of the karma. Healing is karma. Healing is karma. And when you pass that season of that karmic energy, you have a new opportunity, right? To experience what you've been putting inside of your life, what you've been doing. So healing is karma. Healing is an addiction that our bodies claim, like claim your prize, to need when you feel worried, when you feel stressed, when you feel pain or anger. It desires peace, right? So if you're a person that, if you're a person, so I grew up not smoking weed or anything. My brothers did that, so I'll stay away from that. But people in our community, when stressed, they would like to just obviously settle down. That is healing. Our bodies are desiring us to tap into the feeling of peace, tranquility, gentle with ourselves. It's a grounding effect that our bodies desire. That's why we have this heightened sense of reality that we want to get out of. And many of us have a heightened sense of adapting to this. And then when we use drugs, we settle. But when we get back, we're living here, our cortisol levels, we're living up there constantly. So that's why we're spazzing out, or the new saying is a crash out. I like that term. We're crashing out so easily. So healing is on the other side of that, realizing like, okay, I don't need to do that. And you hear a lot of our friends or people that you may know, either it's yourself when you look in the mirror, like, I can't be like this no more. So what are you going to do about it? Healing is not a book. Healing is the light that comes up every day. And also healing is the night that comes down every day when we fall asleep. It's a cycle. Healing is a cycle. Now, I really want you to hear me when I say this. So all of your karmic that you've been putting inside of yourself, that you've been telling yourself, these are programs that's going to come up and challenge you, that's going to challenge itself, because our body's adapted to this experience. So now it wants to survive because it learned how to survive at this level for so long. So it wants to survive, right? It doesn't want to thrive. It just wants to survive. But you want to heal beyond your limits, right? Beyond the limits. And just think about the limits of society. The limits of society, of when you want to go up the ladder, it gets harder, right? More is expected out of you, right? And then what do we say? We start to like label things like they're doing this, they're doing that. Now, this is a spiritual channel. This is a healing channel. So I know I know and I recognize that there's outside forces, but I'm saying the story is within you and your ability to overcome that, because if we're God's people, then we know that we have the ultimate powers to manifest the situations that we want to come into. So we have to come between that. We have to come into that. You have the word psycho and psycho. Psycho is when you expect something to be different and nothing's changing, right? How many of us been in these crazy relationships expecting people to change, but they're not changing? So are you going to change? What are you going to change about you to change that situation? So the cycle is cleaning, it's rest, it's growth, it's fall, it's water, it's the winter. We got to get through our winters because we got to sit still. Purging. Are you cleaning your house? Are you detoxing your house? Are you detoxing your mind, your body, yourself on your social media? Sometimes we got to lose to grow, right? Some of us got to lose money. Some of us got to lose friends. Some of us got to lose family. Some of us got to lose some business or our network, get our attention. But it can either be it can be for our attention or it can be for our good. Blessings spreading to new. So when you're healing, all these things are coming up. And you're like, man, ain't shit getting right. Excuse my language. Ain't nothing getting right. This happened and that happened. And we're getting frustrated. There's a system that's called fear prevention system, right? What cycle are you healing, right? So for me, I know my mind is protecting itself when I see myself in my house in the mountains, or I see myself speaking on stage, or I see myself in different situations. My mind always creates a situation where I'm getting hurt or someone's out to hurt me. And I don't think of that thought anymore. But the more I challenge myself, I started to realize that's me doing it to me. So I don't visualize those things that I want to experience. Like, it's that our minds is such a powerful thing. Like, I'm driving on a car. Why in the heck am I visualize I'm getting in a car accident? So when you're healing, you got to see. You have to tell your mind, like, it's okay. You really have to see beyond that situation. And I hope I'm saying it to somebody this way, because I'm pretty sure that you guys are experiencing the same thing. Because we are in a glow up and a grow up season for a lot of us. And we want to basically tear the roof off of our limitations from being in a survival mechanism, living in this trauma-based reality for so long, and now we're starting to grow and sprout, and we want to breathe. We're breathing, but we want to breathe more because we know that there's more within us. So we cannot allow the systems of our past to keep us. Things that come to your mind as an image is to protect you. It is normally to prepare you from disappointment, hurt, embarrassment. I call these dissolutions. So you got to understand, like, let's say you found someone that you love or someone that you're in a relationship with. What happens? You go back into programming, like, why is this person not calling me to? Why is this person not calling me? Or what is this person doing? You want to know where they are. So you're imagining them doing something to hurt you. You're doing something to embarrass you. You're insecure because your mind is trying to protect you, because it's projecting something in your mind that can be real, that is real, because you can feel it. You've been there before. And it's only trying to prevent you from hurt. It's a fear prevention system. So we got to chill. We got to recognize, like, no, okay. But it's all up to you to do the work. Only you can have that work. You got to strengthen yourself. You know, you have to strengthen your mind to recognize, like, okay, I see what's coming from my subconscious. Okay, I see. I'm not about that, right? This is good stuff, y'all. Your mind is operating still in lack. It's still operating in hurt, survival. So you can just live on with pain, live on with being uncomfortable, live on with the fear, live on with the fear of hurt, live on with the past. You have to accept to heal what is no longer needed, which is survival. You don't need to survive anymore. You have to end this trauma instincts that we have survived on. This is the old you. You have an old you. So the new you has to move forward. And you have to move past your defense mechanism, right? It's a defense mechanism that you have to move forward from. And you have to embrace this new way of living. The defense mechanism is to prevent you from visualizing new and more, which is a safer version of you, which is a safer version of living. It doesn't know you're healing. It does not know you're healing. Trying to heal yourself consciously is only operating from the subconscious. So when you're going in this healing situation and things are not, you're trying to do everything, it's a litany of things that people could do to heal. But when you are doing the things of healing and things are blipping up, those blips, keep going. That means it's working. What do we see when people start fighting you harder, when the system start fighting you harder? or people start going harder for you, or defense, or whatever analogy, that means that you're doing something right. Keep going. Keep going. And I'm just telling my story, and I'm making some amazing content for someone that's like you that wants to keep going. Like I've been there and I'm still living it, but I'm just learning. I'm learning this matrix. Peace.